giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
I've ordered one of the pieces myself. You can now see a really ugly picture of me modelling it as best I possibly can.
Hello guys, hello. Thank you so much for the welcome back, AJ, and it's been way too long. I'm still not 100%, but it's just the worst few days possible to get ill because so much has gone on in Arsenal. It's the build up to Liverpool versus Arsenal, the biggest clash of the season, and I am so excited. I couldn't leave it any longer before coming live to talk about it with you guys because I'm so excited about this match. And of course, we found out that Thomas Partey yet again is out and injured, and I have a lot to get off my chest about that. Also, the new London Colney, or should I say Sober Realty training ground name. It's like I've been going live for a whole month. Absolutely nothing has happened. And then I have a few days off because I'm not very well. Thank you for all the kind wishes, by the way. And then everything happens. It's just classic, isn't it? But I'm so happy to be back. I honestly couldn't wait to stream again, and I feel just about well enough. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you've had a good week in the build up to this massive fixture. Obviously, Liverpool versus Arsenal tomorrow. I'm just so excited about it. And so today we're going to do a long overdue preview, but more kind of just a general chat. I want to catch up with you guys all about this new London Colney training deal. Also the fact that the transfer window ended, and as we expected, there were no transfers. But I want to dive into that a little bit more because I'm still really disappointed about that. And obviously Thomas Partey. So there's so much I want to just kind of talk to you guys about and get off my chest. It's not been a happy few days for the Fran. I've been kind of unwell and sulking about the fact that we've had no transfers. So I know it's been a few days, but hopefully a few of you will see this maybe on catch up. But anyway, I will get into it all now. Where should we start? Well, let's start by just saying hello to a couple of you. And on your way in, please do say hello. I have missed you guys. I've been sat at home stressing like I want to stream because it's Liverpool this weekend. And yeah, we will be doing the preview today. We're going to build the starting 11 together as well. But I'm just so excited about this match. Anyway, let's see which of you guys are here. AJ, that was so sweet saying welcome back, Fran, and Eros. Hey, big up, Fran. Hope you're feeling better. I'm nearly there. I've just been hit with I've been okay all season and then just hit with the mother of all flus like this last week. So yes, big up to you, Eros. So disappointed with all the Partey unfitness. Honestly, we're gonna get into that. Thomas Partey, what's up? Happy Sunday to you too, Pete. Although it's still Saturday for me. Where are you watching from? Yeehaw! Thank you, Eros. If you have not said yeehaw yet, then just all the time, just say yeehaw. And Salman, Man City Football Club. Happy Friday, Fran. Hope you're doing well. Good luck tomorrow and get the 3 points. Yeah, we've got this deal, me and Salman. He's a Man City fan. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan, and we're going to try and do them a favour tomorrow, as long as when they play Liverpool, they do us a favour. So, you know, let's get Liverpool out of the title race and then deal just with Man City and Arsenal rematch, okay? But yeah, big up all of you. What's up, Jagan? Thank you so much for joining me. Look, so let's start with Mr. Thomas Partey. I'm really not happy about this. Can you believe it? Can you absolutely believe it? I'll see if I can find the actual quote. So let me just share my screen. There's so much to catch up with you guys on, honestly. Right, share screen. And please do smash the likes on your way in. But of course, you guys all will have seen, was it a few days ago or a couple of days ago, whenever Mikel's press conference was, the blooming Thomas Partey injury thing. You know, a couple of days ago, I was on stream saying, where do you think Thomas Partey will play? You know, will he? I'm so excited for him to get back and stuff. But that's it. Like, that is actually it. I've had enough. I don't know if it's his fault or it's not his fault. Okay, I've been injured in the past and not been able to recover from it. So I don't know if you guys have ever had shin splints. It's nowhere near the same, but that was something that, like, the more you strained it, it would just come back. It would come back. It would come back. Maybe he's just done something like that to his thigh. But I'm so disappointed with it. How much is he making again? Let me have a look. So Thomas Partey makes... How much is Thomas Partey paid a week? So it's nearly 200 grand a week, 198. So $230,000, 198,000 pounds a week. That is more than like 80% of Brits make in a year. And he's getting it a week for having played 4 games of football for us this whole season. And look, I wish him the best. I hope you feel better soon, but he needs to go. He needs to go. I'm so disappointing. So disappointed in him. I just seen a comment though that I'm gonna AJ saying, I'm so done with Partey, sell him this summer. Yeah, you guys, how are you all feeling about this Partey news? It was so frustrating though, because we were led to believe it was so close to him coming back. Like, I would rather they were just honest with us and they said, like, we're not sure if we're going to get him back by the end of the season. I think it's more the being like strung along that is annoying me so much. And look, as I said, he's making 200 grand a week, not as much as Havertz, but still quite a lot. And it seems like the whole of the midfield, at least we got Declan Rice right. But to me, it feels like the whole of the midfield has been planned around Thomas Partey since he was so good last year and stuff. But he's out. Like, we need to stop relying on him. Sell. I'm fed up. I'm so fed up with it. As AJ says, I'm so done with Partey. Sell him this summer. Fran, Liverpool coming for 3 away points in North London. Is that right, Rafi? Is that right? Well, we're going to make you fight for them. I'm so worried about tomorrow. The majority of this show is going to be about tomorrow because I'm so worried. I can't wait. Big up Ravi every time. But it's so nice to see you guys. Thank you for coming and hopping in. I know it's been a few days. And also, yes, best wishes to Jez. I know Jez is offline for a couple of days. I believe he has some sort of operation. So all the best wishes to Jez. He's like the founding father of like my little, the corner of YouTube that I'm in. I absolutely love Jez. And I've just seen this comment from AFC Always. It's so sweet of you saying, Fran, I want to apologise for what I said to Lee Mead from Gooner Gathering. When I said I was coming for him, we spoke about it. It's my fault. I meant for Arsenal, not him. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, bless you. No, it's absolutely fine. Don't worry. I know in the chat, like, things can get misconstrued and stuff. And you guys are always, like, really polite to each other. So don't worry at all. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Ravi, what's up? So what happened to Partey? Okay. So as a rival fan, you may or may not know, you probably do, that Thomas Partey was one of our best players all of last season. Apart from when he and everyone else just forgot how to play football for the last like 10 games of the season. But anyway, really one of the best players in our squad. Before Declan Rice, I think he was the most expensive signing that... Oh no, that was Pepe. He was very expensive anyway. and had barely been injured before he came to us. But basically, we've been waiting all season for him, Ravi, to come back and like solidify. He's one of our key like players. The team has been built around Thomas Partey. He basically dictates the whole game when we're doing well. He's like a deeper playing Kevin De Bruyne, not as good as Kevin, but in terms of like picking out passes, he's so good at feeding the ball to all of our different like key ingredients. And a lot of people have been saying that our attack hasn't been working so well because Thomas Partey's been out. They used to call him the Octopus Man. Was it Atleti he was at? What was his former club? Anyway, they used to call him the Octopus. Yeah, he was at Atletico Madrid because of the way that he feeds everyone else in the team the ball. He threads everything together. So our attack has barely been working because we haven't had him, a lot of people think. And I kind of tend to agree, like picking out everyone and feeding them the ball, like linking everyone up. And yeah, we were told that he was nearly back. He'd gone on this Dubai training camp. And we've not had him all season, basically. Yeah, he's played 4 games all season. And then yesterday or the day before, Mikel said in his press conference that there's been like a minor setback with Thomas Partey. And we don't know whether it will be days or weeks till he's back again. So that is what has happened, Ravi. And as you can imagine, like Arsenal fans, a lot of us are just like, we're so done with him. Like, we need to build the team to have like no reliance whatsoever on Thomas Partey. He's played 4 games for us all season. I think since he came to Arsenal like 3 years ago, or was it 2? He's missed over 60 games, which is nearly 2 full seasons worth. And to be such an important member of the squad and miss that many games, I'm just so fed up with him. And I just hope that, I just think it's dumb that, like, I don't know if Declan Rice we don't know whether Declan Rice was built in to play next to Partey or to be his replacement. But if Declan Rice came in to play next to Thomas Partey, then that was just really poor planning because of how injury prone Thomas Partey is. Like, I don't think we should have planned at all for Partey to be fit this season. And that's just what's happened. And it's just so annoying. Fran, for you, what players for Liverpool do you see being dangerous? Well, I need to find out if Darwin's going to be fit because I feel like he's the kind of chaos merchant that Mikel despises. Like, Mikel likes to be able to control every aspect of the game. And then you've got Darwin Núñez, who's just like a psychopathic, like pigeon or something, just like flapping all around the pitch and no one knows where he's going to go next. And I was laughing because I was listening to a Redmen TV preview and they were saying that Darwin's striking, he has the accuracy of a stormtrooper, which is very accurate. But either way, he causes so much chaos. I don't want him playing. And also, Diogo Jota like loves scoring against Arsenal. I believe Salah's still out for you guys, right? But we're going to read through the team news, which was updated today. Today, I think, or is it yesterday? But yeah, here's the team news and we'll kind of see what the most recent thing is. So this is yesterday. So Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey, I nearly said Thomas Farty, has suffered a setback in his bid to return from a thigh injury. Just cut off his leg at this point, amputate him. This thigh injury is not going to improve. Tomiyasu is still on international duty with Japan. But Gabriel Jesus is fit after a minor issue. Fantastic. He can continue to not score any goals. I'm kidding. He did 2-1. Who scored last time? He did score last match. I think it was a goal and an assist. So I'll let him off this week. But we've got Gabriel Jesus up front, I imagine. Liverpool's Darwin Núñez faces a fitness test on the foot injury he suffered against Chelsea. Yeah, apparently he was like limping out of the ground with like a temporary boot and he got trod on, but apparently there's no broken bones. They did an x-ray, there's no broken bones, but they don't know if he's going to be, like, it's really badly bruised, so I don't know if he's going to play or not. I suppose we'll find out tomorrow. Unless there are any updates that I haven't got on here, you guys just let me know. Alexis McAllister is expected to be available despite suffering a blow to his knee towards the end of that game. And Wataru Endo is unavailable due to international duty. And Stefan Bajcetic, Salah and Tsimikas remain out. So it looks like everyone else at Arsenal is okay at the moment. Partey is fit but can't play because of a certain case. Do you know that though, or is that just like all the rumours and speculation and stuff? If there's any like validity to the case and the like allegations against him, I want him out the club today, yesterday. But I'm not gonna. I don't know. I can't like spread rumours and things if I don't know like where they're coming from, you know. So Jagan said, Partey has become for us what Thiago is for Liverpool. Great when they're here, but they're barely here. Yeah, there's just no point. I understand if he was, it's just for the amount of game time he plays compared to the wages he's being paid. I understand if he was like El Neni on like nothing per week and sometimes plays, but it's just here for a good time. But he's one of our top earners at the club, gets one of the highest wages, and then to still be only available for 4 games this season, it's not your fault, but please, Thomas, leave. I'm so fed up with him. It's time for us to find the 52 million for Zubamendi's buyout clause. That's so reasonable as well. Compared to kind of the price that players are going for at the moment, we better get him. Like, we need a massive summer. Don't get me started. I'm so annoyed. I know there's all the FFP and stuff with the club and not signing anyone in January, but all of it is just so cloudy and confusing to me because there's rumours that apparently Arsenal could have bought someone if the owners had injected some money. Apparently someone on TalkSport was saying that. There's also the case of like, so did you just blow your whole budget in the summer and have nothing left for January? Like, isn't that terrible financial planning? Whichever one of those two it is, like, I'm still really unhappy. It's probably more likely the latter, which is they just decided to spend their whole budget in the summer. That's so ridiculous. I'm sorry, because then you get to January and who knows, like maybe your only midfielder, not only like Thomas Partey could be out for the whole season. Then you've got no options in January. So best case is that they just spent all their money in summer thinking like, oh, we won't need anyone in January, it's fine. Worst case is that there's this rumor that the owners could have injected some extra cash and haven't, because they just didn't want to buy anyone in January. So either way, it's either poor financial planning or it's like the owners don't really care about winning. Neither one is good. Neither one is good. I'm sorry, because no one can deny that we could have at least done with a striker or some more midfield help for Declan Rice in January. I'm just so annoyed about it. And I'm so annoyed with constantly being told, like, wait till summer, summer will be massive. All we're going to be hearing for the next few months is, don't worry, we're linked with this player in summer, we're linked with this player in summer, we're linked with this player in summer. But it's too late by then. We will have probably not won the league again. Okay, 1 second. We will have probably not won the league again, not taken our opportunity. And I'm going on a bit of a rant here, but I've been really annoyed with people saying basically that, like, basically not push, because we're not like favourites, basically. Okay, let me try and think. Basically, people have been saying, like, Arsenal just have to go with the plan that they've got and continue on the path. I'm trying to think of how to say it, basically. Basically, people arguing like there's no need to do loads in January to try and go on and win the league. And that just annoys me so much because you can't just plan, okay, this is the season that we're going to win the league and this is how we're going to do it. No, in sports, you have to act, like respond to the circumstances around you and act in the moment. Because so often I think of when Leicester won the Premier League. And if people have been saying in January, February, like, oh, don't worry if we lose games and stuff. Oh, I need to cough again. So when Leicester won the league, imagine if their fans and the media were saying like, oh, they're not the favourites for the league this year. They're against all these other teams that are so much better than them. So it doesn't matter if you lose this game or you draw this game or your players don't play well on this day. Like, there are teams that are so much better than you anyway. Like, you're not expected to win the league. I'm getting that kind of vibe from the fact, like, Arsenal are up against Man City and Liverpool. So, like, it's so, like, outside of the realms of expectation to be able to make up this 5-point gap and actually go and win the league. You know, like, we're not the favourites. These two teams are better than us. Imagine if the season that when Leicester won the league, their fans were all saying that and saying, you know, like, oh, Leicester aren't the favourites. There are so many teams that are better than us. It's okay if we lost this game. It's okay if we drew this game. No, So, like, barely ever you go into saying, like, unless you're Man City, saying we're the favourites for the league this season. Like, this is how we're going to do it. No, we're not Man City. We're never going to be the favourites. We have to be like Leicester and just say, like, we're in a situation where we can win the league. We're going to do absolutely every single thing we can do as a team in order to get over the line. I hope that kind of made sense for my little rant. See, because I've been away for like 3 or 4 days, I've just been getting frustrated about various things that I've been hearing and seeing, and oh man, I hope some of that made sense. Chaos Merchant, lol, big up Fran with the word of the stream. Chaos Merchant, yes. That is Darwin Nunez. Joe Montana, hello, saying hi everyone, hope you're doing well. A Leicester fan, see. My team Leicester, they did well today, won 5-0. Yes, big up Leicester. I love to see that. I like Leicester just because you guys know watching this that I've got a soft spot for Jamie Vardy. I just think he's hilarious. So big up Kyle Walsh and AFC always saying, Fran, we sacked Emery for this clown and Emery hasn't spent a quarter of the money that Arteta has. Yeah, what was the final score today? So Unai Emery played Sheffield United, and last time I checked it was 5-0. I don't know. I don't know if I believe. I don't know. Like, if you switched Emery and Arteta, would Emery be doing way better? Let me know what you think. He definitely has more experience than Arteta, but he was the right manager at the wrong time, I think. So Jota is going to be such a handful if he gets in dangerous areas. I know. My one crumb of hope is that we actually have a really good centre-back pairing now. However, they seem to still manage to have like silly moments that are not necessary, like conceding that goal against Nottingham Forest, where Saliba just forgot how to header a ball. However, I think that was a lack of concentration thing, and our defenders, if they're actually switched on, are really, really good. So hopefully we won't be getting overran in the game where you guys played Chelsea. That was an absolute massacre, if I'll be honest. So Arsenal hopefully won't be that bad. We just kind of have to work out how to actually attack. I'm not as worried about our defence. It's just actually how we can score a goal. AJ saying, could you imagine Emery with the 673 million Arteta has spent? I don't know. Ensman TV. I'm so sorry I couldn't make your stream. Guys, do go and watch the best preview out there with Ensman and I think Savage and Tariq. I was meant to be on it, but I can only handle about one stream today with my voice. But big up to you. I'm going to go back and watch it after this. Guys, there are so many comments. Thank you so much. You'll Jack Stone saying Thomas Parkey, he needs to park like a bus. He broke down too much. He's a broken down school bus. So this is just a little sidetrack, but I used to have to walk 45 minutes to my closest bus stop because I live in the middle of nowhere. So I'd have to, when I was going to college, I'd have to walk 45 minutes across fields and stuff to get to the bus stop and then get a bus into my local town to go to college. And one time we got a bus. It was a 10-minute journey, okay? We got in one bus. It broke down about 5 minutes down the road, down this country lane. The bus broke down. All of us students were just stood on the side of the road. A replacement bus shows up. This is like the Thomas Partey bus service, right? The replacement bus showed up. That bus went another 2 minutes down the road, and then that one broke down. So we arrived about 2.5 hours late to our morning lessons or whatever. yeah, so that was the Thomas Partey bus route, the Thomas Partey bus service. As you say, it broke down too much. Put the bus out of commission, sell it for parts. It's not fit for function. I appreciate you, Thomas Partey. Like you were really good for us last season until the last few games of the season. But clearly it ain't right for you. Maybe like the pace of La Liga and things being a bit more, I don't know, different, like more technical rather than so physical. Maybe that's it. Maybe because the La Liga is more, and he's such a technical player, right? Maybe that's it. And the Prem is just way too like physical for Partey, and his limbs just can't handle it. That might be it. Go back to La Liga and maybe he won't be so injured, you know? Eros said, told my friends earlier this season that Thomas Partey will never play for Arsenal again after he was injured playing right back. That would be so typical, wouldn't it? Like, if the man struggles with physicality and stuff, why would you... being at right back and having to deal with, like, wingers running into you and, like, having to smash... It just seems weird. I really hope that the plan wasn't to play him at right back all season, but who knows with this manager. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the head-to-head stats. I could just go off on so many tangents with you guys, so I need to stay focused. So head-to-head, this will be the 5th, that's a weird stat, but the 5th fixture in English League history to be played 200 times. Big history then. Arsenal have only won 2 of their last 17 games against Liverpool. That's terrible. With both coming at the Emirates, that's good, in July 2020 and October 22. Okay, we've won 2 of our last 17 games against Liverpool, but they've both been at the Emirates, and they've both been in Mikel Arteta's time as manager. So that's pretty good. Mikel has managed quite well, I suppose. Emery and the last bit of Wenger, that would be. Didn't, which is actually beating Liverpool. He seems to kind of have a response to Liverpool. He's done it twice before in his reign, so maybe tomorrow will be the 3rd time. But the Gunners haven't kept a clean sheet in any of the previous 16 top-flight meetings, conceding 44 goals. That's not good. Liverpool have scored 53 times against Arsenal in all competitions under Jurgen Klopp. Oh no. 8 more goals. BBC, these are meant to be like nice, fair stats both ways. Can you believe this? BBC is a Liverpool fan. Liverpool have scored 53 times against Arsenal in all competitions under Jurgen Klopp. 8 more goals than they have versus any other opponent. So Liverpool love scoring against Arsenal. Cheers, BBC. Oh my gosh, Premier League matches between Arsenal and Liverpool have produced a record 186 goals. And that is the thing. I do think that there will be goals tomorrow. I can't see it being like the tense kind of 1-0 victory that we had against Man City. I think Liverpool will try and open up against us because that's how they play. They will open up. And then that's when we attack best as well, when a team is opening up against us. So both teams, I think, will end up being pretty open. And hopefully it'll be a bit of a goal fest, maybe 2-2, 3-2. Either way, for the neutral, it's going to be a fantastic game. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's finish off reading a little bit about Arsenal. So these stats are so like niche, but anyway, Arsenal have won all 7 of their Premier League home fixtures this season against teams from outside London. Okay. 15 of Mikel Arteta's 50. That's such a non-stat. Blah, blah, blah. Gunners' last 3 Premier League goals versus Liverpool were scored by... so this could be a good game for the Gabriels. I like that. So Arsenal's last 3 Premier League goals against Liverpool were scored by Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Gabriel. That's the song. Hopefully we'll be singing the song tomorrow. So for you guys who are not Arsenal fans, we have a really good song, which we got when we signed Gabriel Jesus, and it goes, Mikel Arteta called him, said, now's your time to shine. I'm collecting Gabbies, I'm gonna make you mine. They say he walks on water and turns it into wine. Oh, I believe in Jesus, the Arsenal number 9. Thank you. But come on, if you're a rival fan, That's you must admit that's a good chant. I'm collecting Gabbies. I'm gonna make you mine. It's fantastic. So hopefully, if the Gabriels are on form, and they have been the last 3 players to score against Liverpool, then we could be singing that song again tomorrow. Let's hope so. Martinelli has a career high 6 goal involvements against Liverpool, scoring 4 and setting up 2. Interesting, because Martinelli hasn't been in the best of form this season. I wasn't sure. We're going to go through the lineup, but I wasn't sure, like, do you start Trossard or Martinelli? But from this, thank you, BBC, it would appear that you should start Martinelli. Right, so, oh my gosh, what is like an essay about Liverpool? So let me finish this. Liverpool have dropped points in all 3 of their league games this season against the other teams that begin this weekend in the top 4. Okay, their tally of 6 away league victories this season has already equaled their total from the whole of 2022-23. Yep, Liverpool are doing very well at the moment. We couldn't actually be playing them at a worse time. Apart from Salah being away, I suppose, but their form is just incredible at the moment. It's really scary. Yeah, Klopp announcing that he was leaving seems to have been a bit of a masterstroke. Yeah, they've scored 4 goals in all 3 of their league fixtures in 2024. Oh no. No! 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 Oh no! Oh man, I've just seen that I've been muted for the last 2 minutes. Oh man. You guys, I was like properly on a roll there. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Damn it. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so sorry. No. No. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. No. For the last 5 minutes, I've been muted. Oh, no. So the problem is when you screen share on StreamYard, if you want to properly read it out, you then have to go over to that tab. So you can't see like StreamYard or all the comments. Man, you missed it. I was talking about like we might have to kidnap Diogo Jota. Like he cannot make it to London. Did you hear the Arsenal facts? Or man, did you hear me sing the Gabrielle song? Can you please let me know? Did you hear me sing the song? AJ, oh no, the AJ beef is back again. AJ saying, why, hello there, my fellow AJ. Okay, so you heard the Gabrielle song. Tony's like, yes, we heard that. Please don't do that again. But okay, so you heard the song. Let's go back and we'll just recap. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm so sorry, guys. How embarrassing. We'll read the Liverpool ones. So I'll read out the good ones. So yes, this year they've scored 4 goals in all of their fixtures since the beginning of this year. So Arsenal have to try and put a stop to that tomorrow, basically. Darwin Núñez, that was a good fact as well, has hit the woodwork on 9 occasions in the top flight this season, 6 times more than any other player. And I think 4 of those times were against Chelsea the day before yesterday. So yeah, so Darwin has the opposite problem of our team. He shoots, like, he just keeps on shooting. He shoots, then he shoots, then he shoots. And I actually love it because he doesn't lose his confidence because of it. He'll hit the bar like 4 times and then just next time he gets the ball, just bam, just shoots again. So if we could have someone with Darwin's attitude towards shooting, his confidence of shooting, but then with like some actual accuracy, perhaps, then that'll be great. But before I roast him, he definitely will score against us tomorrow. I know that it's always Arsenal, like the kind of banter player, like, will score against. So it would be like the one time that he doesn't hit the post in the last 6 games will be against Arsenal. No, I'm kidding. He's actually doing well this season. I think he's got more goals than any of our lot, if I remember rightly. But this last stat, though, so maybe Diogo Jota's security team muted me because I was low-key like saying, I was low-key condoning like someone to basically stop their bus, remove Diogo Jota from the bus, and then let it continue on its way to the Emirates, because this stat. So Diogo Jota has averaged a goal or assist every 41 minutes in his 5 appearances at the Emirates Stadium for Liverpool. 5 goals and 2 assists every 41 minutes in his 5 appearances at the Emirates. So before Diogo Jota's security team muted me, I was maybe saying that somehow the Gunners living in London could do something about him potentially reaching the Emirates. No, I joke, but he's a danger. He's a real danger. So Jota always owns us. Yeah, I mean, it would just be such a shame if he were. So the beginning of the bus drive, everyone's on the bus, then maybe they stopped, go for a petrol station or something. They get to the Emirates and, oh, Jota's gone. I don't know. I just think the way that Liverpool play, their attackers, they're so like unpredictable and just like here, there, everywhere. Like, they're so exciting and the opposite of the way that Arsenal play, because we're so like calculated, every single move. They know exactly where they're meant to be at all times. And it just feels like Liverpool have like that free kind of flowing attack where it's the right balance between doing it all as a team and then allowing individuals to have that freedom to kind of just be spontaneous. And it's the opposite of the way that Mikel likes to attack. And our defense is good, but we could be in like danger tomorrow if we don't like really stay focused the entire game. So it's just so much. It's so much of a big fixture. I'm so sorry again for muting myself, guys. Thank you. At least you guys all came through and were like, mute. Brenny, what's up? Saying hi, Fran, and to all you super gooners in the chat. I always sing good old Arsenal before a game. Yes, Brenny. Hopefully you'll be singing it tomorrow. Oh, wow. I'm so nervous. You wouldn't see Klopp playing Arsenal forever in training. This clown in Arteta is useless. 20 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Fran, what manager plays you never walk alone in training? Yeah, it'll be like him playing North London forever. We've lost 7 times to Liverpool at home since we moved to the Emirates. Arteta is responsible for 5 of them losses. But he's also responsible, as we saw, for 2 wins in the last 17 times that we've played them. So, yeah, we seem to plan for the next window every time and we leave ourselves short. It's crazy. Fran, I don't know what it is with this club, but they made me feel like I need to take bipolar medicine, honestly. I worked out what happened. I had put myself on mute to cough and then probably TMI and then forgot to unmute myself. So that's what caused that disaster. It will not happen again, I promise. But anyway, talking of our training ground, before we carry on with the preview, let me show you. So you guys are probably all aware that, are we still screen sharing or are we not? Okay, let's, give me a moment. So you guys are probably aware by now that Arsenal have got a new training ground sponsor. It's Dubai Sober Realty Training Center, and I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. They've got a nice logo. Apparently, lots of people are annoyed that like it's like, oh, sell out Arsenal and stuff, but like Spurs are making more revenue than us at the moment because of all their corporate sponsorships and Beyonce and Black Eyed Peas and all that stuff. So any little extra things we can do to make some money, I don't mind. And apparently with this, so they're just renaming the training ground, but no one's going to actually call it that, are they? It's just a little sign and it doesn't affect us as fans or the players like at all. I think they might have they might be our training kit sleeve sponsor and stuff as well, but they've got a nice logo. And apparently they're working with them. I was hearing from somewhere to like redevelop or really add to the Arsenal training ground, and it actually sounds pretty cool to add like more accommodation options and like facilities for players' families and stuff. So the way I see it is like almost like a university campus or something. It seems really cool to me. Like, so imagine if you're like a younger player and perhaps they'll have like accommodation that you could rent at the training ground if you're a player, like to live there with your family and stuff. Like it sounds awesome. And then they can get up and go to training, and perhaps if they have like rental property available like on the training ground, I imagine this is kind of the thing that they'd be thinking about if they're working with like a realty company, that then you could even make more money from that by like charging like the players that are living on campus, if you like, rent, which would be like you would just take it off their wages so that they could live there, and then that would be less of a wage bill and you're just improving your, you know, financial profitability stuff. So I think it could be really cool if we were like, I don't know if it's done before, but like the first of our kind to have like a, like you can live on site at the Arsenal training facility thing. That would be so cool. I don't know. There are lots of things like that. If you think about like universities, colleges, that would be pretty cool. It could be a cool vibe. They might have like a nightclub on there as well, socializing space. I don't know. I don't know why people would be mad about it. Anthony says, Fran, you're muted. Just kidding. Good one, Anthony. Like Klopp said, it's heavy metal way. When did he say that? I think I must have missed that Klopp quote. Fran, this summer I want ESR, Reece, Eddie, Mo, 35, 15, 29, J2O, Partey, Aaron, Ramsdale, Nuno, Zambi, Cedric, all sold. So we'd probably make like 3 million off selling all of them, I imagine. We'd probably pay them all to leave, knowing Edu. But yeah, a good deal of those guys do need to go. I agree, AJ. Oh no, fellow AJ says, I'm with you for most of them. I still really like ESR and Reece, but it feels like the manager doesn't have much faith in them. I'm there. I completely agree. I think ESR and Reece are like really deserving of more minutes. But yeah, he doesn't seem to rate them, unfortunately. So yeah, who is number 15 again? 15 is Kivior. Oh, I agree. Yeah, Kivior's not quite up to scratch, I don't think. But that's not to say he couldn't. But it seems weird because when Arteta seems to bring in players that aren't quite up to scratch, it never. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen any players like get there. It's either like they're not quite up to scratch, and then like they go away on loan or whatever. Have we had any come in that are not quite up to scratch and he stuck with them and actually got them up to scratch. I'm not sure I've seen that. I don't know if that's kind of harsh. Big up Princess Fran, Prince Fuad. Big game tomorrow. You're making me blush. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you for saying hello, by the way. Nice to see you. Sad Moot saying, I think it's first or second interview when he just moved to Liverpool. Oh, was it when he was like, I want to play heavy metal football or something? I don't know. But anyway, that's the other bit of news I wanted to do before we continued with our preview. And then we're going to do a lineup builder together. But before that, look, let's do my favorite part, which is slideshow time. So one moment, let me just. Right, so I've got a few stats ahead of our big game tomorrow, and I'll share some of them with you now. But please do remember to, press the likes and say hello in the chat. Tony, I like it. So apparently I'm not being harsh because Fraudteta can't develop talent. Yeah, it just does seem like, if they're not quite up to it, like maybe Marquinhos, Vieira's injured to be fair, Lakonga, Tavares, maybe Kivior at the moment. If they're not quite there, he doesn't seem to be able to get them like up to here. It's like go out on loan and then hope that they will come back and be ready to go. But who knows? Maybe I'm being yes. You were saying the cat is typing yeehaw. Yeah, so that's the yeehaw chat cat. We'll answer some questions in a bit, but first of all, let's look at a few of these stats. So Premier League table, where are we at? I was going to talk today about Partey, the sober realty thing, and next, just Liverpool. We're just going to talk about Liverpool now. So before we go into this mega clash tomorrow, this is where things currently stand. Although, this is since Villa were winning. So Liverpool are on top with 41 points. Oh, that's so horrible to look at. Man City and Arsenal are currently still level on points on 46, but they've played one less game than us. And Villa are back up here on 46 with us after they won like 5-0, I think was the final score. And then Tottenham, we don't need to worry about them. They bottled a 2-1 lead this morning. Come on, Everton, big up. I did enjoy that. It was a very boring 2-2. Don't know if you guys were watching it, but Spurs bottled another lead, which was nice. But it doesn't really bring me much joy because this match is so important. So Arsenal are taking on Liverpool, and this is our chance to not have to rely on Man City doing us favours, on other clubs trying to chip away any points at Liverpool. No, this is the final chance, at least us versus Liverpool in the league, because we've already played them at Anfield. This is our final chance to actually do something about this and close the gap by ourselves, This is where the talk stops, all the PR stops. This is where the players and the manager prove that they can do this. They can compete with the big guys. If we don't win tomorrow, we do not deserve to win the league. Because to win the Prem, you want to beat... You have to beat your competitors. You have to be the best. You want to win this league, you're going to have to beat Liverpool and Man City. Or else do you even feel like a champion, So this is, as I say, where all the trash talking stops, where Arteta's PR stops, where the players posing and smiling and saying we really want to do this guy stops. And this is where enough talk, actions. This is where you don't tell me you want to win the league through your words, through all that stuff. You show me, okay? There's a place for saying this is our ambition, this is what we want to do. But words speak louder. No, actions speak louder than words tomorrow, okay? This is proper Rocky stuff. This is where it counts, guys. This is the fucking standard, okay? Tomorrow, you show me you're a champion, Arsenal. Hello, fat Arsenal. Yes, thank you for your comment. I agree. Arteta couldn't develop Kodak, mate. That's harsh, Brenny, but I like it. I see what you did there. Fabio Vieira is another one that needs to go. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't think he's up to the standard. Unless you, I don't know, if he's injured again. Is he too injury prone? It's crazy. Fran, is best for all if they move Arteta on by the start of next season. It depends, though. It do depend how this league table finishes. Because if we win the league, outside chance. But outside chance doesn't mean, like, let's just give up now. As I was saying earlier, it was an outside chance that Leicester were going to win the league when they won it. That doesn't mean everyone just gave up at about January. It meant we doubled down even harder. You see, look, there's an outside chance that we could actually go on and win this thing. Like, for the love of whoever you believe in, like, now go and do it. Like, there's an outside chance you can win the Prem. Like, go 100 miles per hour and, like, seize that chance. Honestly, I'm fed up with the excuses with the, oh, this year's, why are people already saying, like, this year's not our year, like, it's not going to happen? Like, if there's even a minuscule chance, then, like, in sport, you must, you know? With, like, you never know what's going to happen in sport. So I don't like people, like, conceding the league already, making excuses for it. Like, you can do this, Arsenal, if you fully, like, every game you're putting in like 250% effort and really trying. Like, we could do it. Maybe I'm deluded, but if it's that's what I'm asking for tomorrow. The performance of a team that actually is trying to make a difference and actually trying to go on and win the league. And I think the players want that. It's just this season we've looked like slow and lackluster. And if there's another level, then tomorrow is the day that we need to see it, okay? If you have been holding anything in the locker, then tomorrow is the day, because people are really on edge of, like, whether Arsenal are still going to be part of, like, the big group, 3-horse title race, whatever, or whether we're just going to join Spurs, West Ham, Man United, Brighton in the top 4 race. Show them I want minerals tomorrow, please, guys. Please. From what do you make of Lino Sosa going to Villa? Personally, I'm really angry about it. That opens up a whole other discussion, though, about, like, his lack of rotation and using youth players and stuff. Like, personally, I think it's fine because he wouldn't have played him anyway. But the fact that he wouldn't have played him anyway is, like, a whole other discussion that we'll talk about another time, which, like, I do think is something really bad. The fact that these players aren't even given minutes in dead rubbers, like, if you're not going to play them anyway, then at least give the lads some minutes, you know? Just that history of the Tottenham. Yes, you know it, Tony, you know it. Must-win game. If we lose, I want Arteta sacked. AJ, I love it. Never change. Because the league over there for Arteta would have 1 trophy from a possible 17. Yeah. If Arteta unlocks the chains off some of these players, we'll win 2-1. I completely agree, Brenny. Colin says, when we do win it again, it will be when we deserve to. Exactly. We won't get any help with other results. I've spent too many seasons hoping for teams to slip up and last-ditch miracles. And that's the thing. That's what's... Sorry, this thing keeps falling. Sorry about the noise. That's the thing. That's why this fixture is so important tomorrow, because we're not waiting on other teams to slip up or someone else to do us a favour. Like, this is actually our chance to go and take 3 points, deny them of 3 points, and at the same time get us 3 points, hence the term, like, 6-point fixture. It would really put our foot in the door and show, like, we're not just going to fade away from this title race. Sure, we've had a blip in the middle of this season, but, like, let's just shut up all of, like, the talk, the haters, and even, like, the internal doubt of some of these players, and just go, like, screw it. Like, whatever has happened so far in this season, like, we'll put that to bed, and we're going to take 3 points off Liverpool. We're still firmly in it. Then it's anyone's game there from there on. It really is, because, like, we'll only be 2 points behind them, right? And one draw, then we're level on points with them, you know. And I do think they will at least draw a game, you know. It's such a make or break moment for our season. I'm so excited about it, and I will be so furious if at least the team, if we play amazing and we still come out second best, or we draw, whatever, I won't be as mad. Then I'll just be looking at like the recruitment, like why isn't our squad good enough, whatever. But if they go out there and don't even show some fight, don't even like try, then I'll be furious. I will be furious. Then the questions to me aren't about like, I don't know. Then there's just more questions, you know. At least show me. So I doubt sometimes whether the ownership of this club really wants to go out and win. But at least show me tomorrow, like the manager and the players, that you guys believe in it and you want it and you guys want to win. You've got to start from the pitch, right? Start on the pitch. Show us that you want to try and win the league. I'm fed up with these half-assed like league attempts, and then too early saying like, oh, the team's not good enough. We'll go again next year. We'll go again next year. Like, no, go. A new name in the chat. Hello. Saying, hello, Fran. Hello. I just liked and sub. Thank you. You're a Liverpool fan. Oh, no. Hope we'll win tomorrow. 1-2. Liverpool Football Club. I love you. You started so well, you know, saying hello, that you liked and subbed. And then by the end, it's Liverpool, I love you. Hopefully, we will quieten you up by tomorrow, but it's not looking like it. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. So there's the table. These are our last few games. We just come off a win against Nottingham Forest. Then we've got Liverpool. Then we've got West Ham, Burnley, Newcastle. Oh, it'll just be terrible if we don't win tomorrow, because then we've got all these other games where the players will basically have dropped their heads, because although we won't be mathematically out of the title race if we don't win tomorrow, it'll be like very remote possibility, whereas we're completely in it if we are like properly, if we win tomorrow. So can you imagine how painful those games will be if we don't win tomorrow? The West Ham game, the Burnley game, Porto, hopefully they just like continue on in the Champions League regardless. But with this team, like when we get a slip up, when we get a disappointment, like they really like they drop their heads. There's heads dropping, and then there's Arsenal minor inconvenience, the way that they drop their heads. It would be catastrophic. Like this season, we've shown that if something goes wrong, they just cannot recover. So again, for that reason, it's so important that we're like in there with Liverpool after tomorrow. I cannot stress how important this is, honestly. Eros saying, rub a genie lamp and make a wish. No, Eros, because that's the only way we'll win the league this season. It's not happening under this manager and ownership. Okay, but like regardless of the manager and ownership, do you not think that if the players really decided like screw this, like screw like whatever we're doing, like we want to win it, do you think like if they showed like enough guts and bravery and maturity, like the players could make it happen? I think they could. Like I've been on sports teams where like I've thought my manager is like ass basically, and we've hated the way that we've been like asked to play, but then like me and a couple of other players will look at each other and just go like, oh, let's do this. And then like as players you can make it happen. So like someone in this, like the ownership, the manager, the players need to take accountability and actually go on and try and win this league, you know. Fran, you see Liverpool going in hard and fast from the start in the game. Pause. It's tricky because it's hard to know how to approach this if you're Jurgen, because if they come in hard and fast, then that's when Arsenal, when we have a bit more space because a team is coming at us and attacking us, then that's when our players like Martinelli will cook you. So if I was Liverpool, I'd actually like sit back and play it a bit more chill and then come out once we've started coming out a bit. I don't know. It's a really fascinating game. It is really fascinating. Fran, huge congratulations on 824 subs. Thank you, AJ. Lino Sousa, this really angered me, says Brony. The club has had a great structure of youth players for decades. Arteta seems like he wants to destroy that tradition of the club. Okay, 1 second, then I'll respond. You guys know I have to cover how many people are watching or else I get nervous. And then my post-it note keeps falling off. Yeah, that's all about the youth structure. And I do actually agree, and there's loads to talk about there, Brenny, but I'm going to stick to the preview for now because otherwise I'll be on here for 3 hours. I'll still be streaming by the time we get to the game tomorrow. But yeah, I do agree that the way that the youth are being integrated, like, but then I'm hearing excuses like, oh, our youth players were just in a bit of like a dry patch because there aren't that many good youth players at the moment. But then you have to ask, like, well, what's going on? Like, why are we not like bringing in the best talent? Why is that? That's a whole other conversation. Don't distract me. So yeah, we're looking at the form of both teams. Liverpool have only lost 1 game this season. We played them away at Anfield and we drew 1-1, if you'll remember. That was the one, I think, where we actually played really dominantly. Was that the one where we won on field tilt? You know, we drew away at Anfield. Like, that's fine. At least we didn't lose. But tomorrow, we must win. They're coming to the Emirates. We must win. But if you compare that to basically, I still find it mad they've only lost 1 game this season. So I hope that Liverpool will enter a kind of. If you're a Liverpool fan in the chat, like Ravi and you guys, do you think Liverpool will enter like a blip like Man City and Arsenal have had, or are you just like this till the end of the season now? Because if you are, then Lord help us all. Help us all. So I thought I'd compare also our attacking stats. So Arsenal, we've scored 44 goals and Liverpool have scored 51. They average 2.32 goals per match. We average 2. And as we saw before from the BBC, this year, their 3 games in January, they've scored 4 goals in all of those games. So their problem is not like ours in that they don't know how to score goals. They know how to score goals. Bro. Ali, what's up? Saying 19 on live chat and 26 liked. You're amazing, Fran. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and saying hello, like, as a rival fan. Oh, I'm so nervous about tomorrow. Do you think you'll win? Like, Liverpool fans in the chat, how are you feeling? Like, how confident are you feeling? I think personally you should be. I don't know. I would be feeling pretty confident if I was a Liverpool fan because, like, this season Arsenal just don't know how to score a goal, basically. However, like, you should probably be like wondering how to get past our defense because our defense are really good when they actually concentrate. So I say it's going to be a high-scoring game, but in theory, maybe our defense will have like a really good game, and then we won't score as per usual, and it could just be a 0-0. And then I'll still be angry. Unless we win tomorrow, I'm angry. Okay? Fuming. So we've scored 6 penalties, they've scored 4. Big chances created, we've created 45. They've created 57. They've hit the woodwork 18 times to our 9. 18 times. 9 of those times are Darwin Núñez. Honestly, as a stat. So oh, that guy cracks me up. And yeah, I really hope he doesn't score tomorrow. Anyway, passing stats. So we think that we're like a crazy good passing team, but they actually average just under 3 passes a match less than us. I was quite intrigued by this because our tactic is death by 1,000 passes, right? Passes per match, we average 575. They average 572. I don't see Liverpool like passing the ball as much as Arsenal. So maybe it's just like more noticeable when we do it because it's so like dunk, 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 dunk. I think Liverpool, when you pass, you're actually trying to get somewhere with the ball, whereas ours is just sometimes like passing for the sake of passing. So 2 very high possession-based teams going at it tomorrow. It's going to be really interesting. Like it's such an interesting matchup. Arsenal's passes are a bit more accurate. Nice. We put in more crosses than you guys, but not that really helps because we don't have a target man in the box. Why are we putting crosses into Gabriel Jesus? Oh, I cannot. Our defensive stats, we've got 8 clean sheets compared to Liverpool's 8. But Liverpool do have the best defensive record in the league. So we've conceded 21 goals. They've conceded only 19 goals. So honestly, look, Liverpool have the best attack in the league, the best defense in the league as well. It's scary tomorrow. It's really scary tomorrow. I'm okay with our defense, but as I say, it's whether Arsenal can actually score against. Look, we struggle scoring against Burnley, Sheffield, name any team in the Prem. We struggle to score against them. How are we going to score against Liverpool, who have the best defense in the league? As Bernie said earlier, only if we can let loose the reins a little bit, I think. So yeah, these are our head-to-heads. As you know, we dominated the last game against Liverpool in the FA Cup. You know, all that field tilt, but we still lost 2-0. That was the one where it was just, we had all the possession, all the chances, didn't put away any of them. And I could see the game going like this tomorrow. Honestly, I could. And then Liverpool hit us as they do, because we didn't take advantage of all our chances and all our possession. So that cannot happen again tomorrow. I would say, first of all, it's fine if we have all that possession, all those chances, but we must score one or two of them, please. And before that, we drew in the league, and then before that, we drew, and then we beat them when we played them at the Emirates in the beginning of last season, 3-2. That's where we're at the moment. But tomorrow should be revenge for the 2-0 loss of the FA Cup, dumping us out of the FA Cup. I'll skip these questions. Let's do the starting 11. Brenny says, we win tomorrow. I'm getting drunk. I'm not working on Monday. I fully respect that, and I think you should do it. And you should definitely come on live stream and celebrate. Tony said, just have to look at Tuesday. We should have obliterated Nottingham Forest. Yeah, we should have obliterated Forest, and we only squeaked out 2 goals. Honestly, it's such a huge problem for us goal scoring this season. It really is. Eros says, I definitely keep those 2 for sure. But, you're talking about transfers and stuff. Anyway, let's move on. Eros saying, Fran, our bench is atrocious, and I will need your help building a little starting 11. So let's go to lineup builder. We're trying it slightly different this time. Right. Starting 11, guys. Arsenal team lineup builder. Let's have a look. Can you see that okay? Should we build a lineup together? Let's do this. So, I was doing that to test. I don't actually want to start Ben White at left back. Let's remove him. I was just seeing if it would show up. So, Arsenal lineup tomorrow. And in this, we'll kind of talk a little bit about the tactics and things. But first of all, Liverpool have the best attack in the league. So we're going to need our strongest defence. Let's start with David Raya in goal. Because even if you do think Ramsdale is a better keeper, I mean, at the moment, he's just had so few minutes that I wouldn't trust that he wouldn't be rusty. So Raya's the one that's been in between the sticks. He's match sharp. He's been playing much better recently. You can't go for anyone other than David Raya. So David Raya would start in goal for me. And then we'll stick with the easy decisions. So Gabriel, left centre-back, and Saliba, right centre-back. And you guys, I need some suggestions, actually, because my friends TJ and Connor on TJ Warren TV, they call them Starsky and Hutch, and I need a duo name for Gabriel and Saliba of a little superhero pairing name. So if you can think of a superhero pairing name for Gabriel and Saliba, then let me know. But anyway, left back, who am I doing? Really, I don't think we have much of a choice for left back except for Zinchenko. Because Tomiyasu is away at the Asia Cup. Kivior is not a left back, and Arteta's tried playing him out of position, and he's just looked really out of his depth, to be honest. So all we can have is Zinchenko there. And going forward, Zinchenko is great. He's great. He's the closest thing we have to Thomas Partey in terms of picking out different players all across the pitch. Our attack is so much better when Zinchenko is playing compared to when he's not. But Zinchenko in defence, is completely worrying. And Zinchenko in defence against the best attack in the league is horrifying. So all I would say is that Gabriel, unfortunately, will have to just be on babysitting duty. He will have to be on cleaning duty with his mop and bucket, mopping up any mistakes that Alex Zinchenko makes. Zinchenko should be in midfield. You guys say it all the time. His position for Ukraine is attacking midfielder. That's where his heart lies, you know. His brain is attack, 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 and it is not defend, 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 as we can see. But we have no choice at the moment. So unfortunately, Gabriel will just have to be on double shift, as he normally is. And Declan Rice can hopefully cover a bit of Zinchenko's brain fart moments tomorrow. So if I was Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, if you're listening, definitely don't target Alexander Zinchenko. He's really good. There's no point. No, I'm kidding. If I was Jurgen Klopp, I would be targeting their right wing, whoever would be playing for them. I'm not sure. Normally it would be Salah. Thank God Salah is not available, honestly, for Zinchenko. I would be targeting, if I don't know who plays right wing at the moment for Liverpool, but yeah, I would be sending all my attacks down there because Zinchenko, he's not it. He's not it. Right back, it's going to have to be Ben White because our squad is so thin that otherwise it would be Cedric Suarez, who, yes, is still here. He was meant to maybe go, but he hasn't. He's still here. But yes, Zinchenko and Ben White are probably the weaker links in our back four. So Gabriel and Saliba are going to have to be working overtime with Declan Rice. Yeah, Ben White has not been as good as last season, but I would say since the winter break, he's looked better. But still, he's not been as good as last season. But he's better than Zinchenko, in my opinion. Oh gosh, I'm so happy that Gabriel and Saliba are there. You know, I look at them and I feel secure and excited, but I just feel bad that they have to. Gabriel definitely has to always cover like Zinchenko's errors, so he can't like properly focus. But Ben White does offer. I mean, Declan Rice does offer some. Some cover. Zinny left back, White right back. Yes, Ross. Thank you for still being here, by the way. Midfield, ESR Rice. Okay, we'll get to midfield in a bit. Zinchenko versus Bradley and Jota. Oh, do you think Bradley will play or will he bring Trent back? Oh, I hope he brings Trent back because Martinelli cooks Trent on a regular. Zimstinko. I've never heard that name before, Tony. I love it. I really hope he's not getting cooked. But oh man. Oh, it's not good. Arsenal Analyze saying, good evening, friend. Late night show, I see. Yeah, well, what I do is the best time for me when I'm most awake is honestly about 10:30, 9:30. Sorry about that. So most evenings I'm live at this time. So just before bed, hopefully you guys, if you need your Arsenal fix, normally I will be live. So yeah, I'm glad. I hope you're enjoying this time slot. Anyone missing Kieran Tierney right now? Honestly, yeah. Yeah. Tony knows it. It would be lovely to have Kieran Tierney back right now. Like someone who can actually defend, not an attacking midfielder that is playing in left back just because Arteta wanted to be like Pep. Bradley's father died? Really? That's so sad, Max. Let me have a look. If that's true, that's so sad. Come on. If that's the case, then yeah, I imagine. I'm just checking that out. Can I imagine that Trent would play? Oh man, that's actually true. That's awful. I'll share this with you guys. That's awful. Thank you, Max, for letting me know. So Liverpool FC lead tributes as Conor Bradley mourns the death of his father. God. He's so young. That's like, football aside, that's horrible. I don't know why it's not letting me scroll. So Bradley's Liverpool breakthrough has come while Father Joe was battling a serious illness. Gosh. Okay, so his dad's been that's horrible. Yeah. I just, all thoughts go out, that poor lad. I mean, hopefully his dad got to see like his amazing like breakthrough at Liverpool kind of before this happened. But that's so sad. You know, some things are definitely more important than football. Poor Connor. So yeah, I don't know if, thank you Max for letting me know. I don't know if that means that he will play. Maybe Trent will play instead. I mean, you'd think so, wouldn't you? What's up? What's up, Braz? Saying Robbie chats crap. Ty and the deluded AFTV team. I like Ty, but I do not tend to tune into like the channels where it's just like a bad word cannot be said against like the manager and club and stuff. It's crazy. It's so I hate those channels, man. Hooks Trent on a regular. They're saying EA Sport. Yeah, fair enough. Evening, Mr. Arsenal podcast. May Mr. Bradley rest in power. Yes, I agree. Wherever he is, he's going to be super proud of his son. Thiago's back. I don't know about the Liverpool team. Let me first think of the best Arsenal team, then you can tell me the Liverpool team news. So that's our best back line at the moment. And then midfield is where we really have questions. I have one player who I definitely need to see playing, and that is Monsieur Declan Rice. Either he's here or he's here, but Declan Rice will need to be playing. You know, at least we have Gabriel, Saliba, and Rice, and hopefully, like, they haven't. I don't know. Like, I really want to see those three like really working together tomorrow, because we're against the best attack in the league. Let us not forget this. Our defenders are good, but they're going to have to be switched on. We need no brain fart moments from William Saliba. Gabriel, you've been sublime all season. Underrated, Don. I can't believe I just said Don with a straight face. I'm not cool enough to say that word. But yes, Declan Rice, Gabriel, William Saliba. The triangle of power, the Bermuda Triangle. Attackers get lost between them. They go in there and they're never seen again, eaten up in their pockets. Let's hope that that is the case tomorrow. I need these guys to be on top form. Declan Rice, remind us again why you're worth £100 million. Although we know why you are, you're great. But show us again tomorrow. Okay, I'm happy with those three. Zinchenko and White, not so much. Then, around Declan Rice, these are the questions, because ESR is available. Odegaard is also available. You know what? Like, Odegaard is going to play. Odegaard's going to play. Yeah, Odegaard's going to play. Like, what are you going to do? Like, in my dreams, I suppose, I might switch it up. But even if I'm, like, team manager tomorrow, I'm actually not switching up Odegaard, because I think it would be pretty insane in a game as important as this to switch like such a regular member of the team out. No one has played in that position, I'm pretty sure, this season apart from Odegaard. So as much as I like to try and switch things up, I think it would be dumb to play anyone other than Odegaard there tomorrow. Like, at least those guys are all used to each other, right? The real question, guys, this is where we have problems in the team selection, okay? Why has it gone black like that? So guys, who are we putting just there in the left 8 position next to Declan Rice? Who are you putting there? Let's see. Maka Slobs Jones. I do not know what that means, Raz, but thank you for your comments. Oh, Slobosly is out from an illness. Okay. I mean, any slight advantage that Arsenal can get, we need. So, hey, what's up, Tayyib? Welcome. Odegaard, ESR. You don't want to see Havertz. The void. You're right, Sad. The void. In between Gabriel, Saliba, and Declan Rice, there is the void. Tony says, I don't want to see 29 in an Arsenal kit ever again. Fran does not want to start 29. Okay, look, let's rule that out. You're right. I know that I do not want to start Havertz. Guys, call him by his name. Why is everyone calling him 29? That's so harsh. Come on. I don't get this. Why are you not? What is this 29 thing? Stop. Havertz or Trossard apparently to be up front tomorrow. How come? I heard that Jesus was like fit. But is that just like, have you got some insider information, BX? So Jesus is out. No. I mean, not that that really breaks my heart, because I think he scored like 4 goals this season. News. Oh, I don't know. Look, okay, so if Jesus is out, my personal preference anyway up here is Trossard. I will be absolutely honest with you. In terms of composure in the box, you want Leandro Trossard up there. Jesus, again, like Darwin Nunez, has the accuracy of a stormtrooper. This season, he's just not been able to find the back of the net. If I want anyone up there with composure, it's got to be Leandro Trossard for me. And if Jesus is out, then yeah, for me it would see. Sorry, I just don't want Havertz. I'm sorry, Havertz, if you're watching this. Oh no, but I don't know. I don't want. You know what? You guys are gonna hate me, but I want Jorginho. Yeah, you guys are gonna hate me, but for me, bring on ESR as a substitute, right? I just want to know that against the best attack in this entire league, we at least have a double pivot of Jorginho and Declan Rice. Someone to actually control the midfield, because I feel like when ESR, perhaps Havertz is there, they push up really high with Martin Odegaard, leaving Declan Rice on his own, which when we're against Liverpool, right, we cannot have a donut-shaped midfield. At least Jorginho will be there telling Zinchenko, like, get in your place. Like, he's not the fastest guy, but in terms of actually having some stability in midfield, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're against the best attack in the league. ESR has had 1 start this whole season. I love ESR. Bring him on as a substitute. But I would rather have a little bit of stability and some defensive, like, you know, I would feel safer and less like we're just going to be absolutely ripped apart if Jorginho's in there than if Havertz or ESR is. So sue me, you know, but at least we'd have a bit of defense, you know, and we're not just going to be ripped apart. So thank you, Eros, saying I can dig that, Fran. Yeah, I believe that Jorginho was in the lineup when we beat City. But even if it's not as good going forward, I think we're still against the best team in the league. Like, you know, whatever. And then, because what you need to do when you're playing Liverpool is like just survive the initial onslaught. If I want to survive the initial onslaught, then I'm starting Jorginho. And then later on in the match, like sub Jorginho off for ESR if you really want to like go for it, you know. But at least just try not to concede. It's probably a bit too negative, but let's start Jorginho. Then at least it's not going to be a disaster, right? Now, up front, I think we should have Martinelli, because the times that we have seen Martinelli play Trent, Trent hates playing Martinelli. Martinelli actually makes Trent defend, and I know Martinelli hasn't been in the best form, but the Gabriels do really well against Liverpool, which is what we read on the BBC earlier. So if there was a game that he was going to actually find his form and, you know, we see that on fire Gabriel Martinelli, then it'll be tomorrow. And of course, Saka, I'm having right wing. And if I see this tomorrow, maybe Jesus up front, then I'm a happy camper, right? What do you guys think? Fran, your Tomiyasu and our Endo are coming back to England. Japan lost to Iran. Did they? Interesting. Guys, Tomiyasu might be back soon. Thank you for letting me know, Ali. That would actually be incredible, because we've been having to deal with Zinchenko, who's like Trent, but without the goals and assists, if you're a Liverpool fan. And probably even worse defensively. He's good at passing, but that's kind of it. Oh no, Raz says Arsenal look tired. We have no excuse to be looking tired, you know. We've had like the whole of this month off. We've just had a winter break and then been out of all the cups, so Arsenal cannot be looking tired, honestly. George says all Arsenal have to do is remember to convert every opportunity and chance for goal to goals. Yeah. easier said than done, I imagine. Maybe they just need to score some of these chances. Yeah. I don't know. I just really want to see some hunger from our like, you're not going to get many chances against Liverpool. So when a chance does actually come up, I want to see you shooting first time. Then at least, as I was saying the other day, there's a chance for a deflection, some chaos in the box. At least get the shots away. Then you don't know what will happen, rather than keeping hold of the ball and nothing happens. So yeah. 29 was a waste of 65 million. I do agree there. Could have been spent much better. Jesus is out, you guys are saying. It's crazy. It's crazy. Big up AJ. Big up you guys. So yeah, well, thank you very much, Ali. It's been nice having you in the chat. Some of you Liverpool fans, you know. AJ says, I honestly would be happy with that team. I would be happy with that team too. I just don't want to see Havertz start. I feel like when Havertz does start in that left 8, just that whole section of the pitch is just empty. And if you give Liverpool that much space to run into, then it's going to be an absolute annihilation. But yeah, that's about all I'm going to talk about today. I hope most of that stream made sense. I know I went off on some tangents, some waffles. Probably was a bit more angry than usual because I'm just so excited about tomorrow and we must win. We absolutely must win. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Got to get through. Hopefully, Manchester United will lose before that. But we've got to wait all the way till 4:30. And then we're going to find out whether Arsenal's season is still on track or it's another massive flop, in my opinion. So I honestly can't stress again how important this game is. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow to talk about it. Urban Vibes Leader, hello, saying, as a Liverpool fan, I don't see you winning. You guys are definitely favourites tomorrow. You are favourites tomorrow. I would say that as well. I think the only way that we can win is if we do something a little bit similar to kind of what we did against Man City, which was absorb the pressure and then basically try and hit you guys on the break. It's not, because what Arteta used to do was just whenever we played a big team, he'd be stubborn and just say, I'm going to play my style of football and not compromise at all. And we just get ripped apart. But when he did actually compromise earlier on this season, we finally managed to beat Man City in the league by absorbing pressure and actually hitting them a little bit more on the break. I think I would like to see that tomorrow, a little bit more cautious and then hit them on the break. You know, otherwise we're going to open up too early and just get done, you know. So I know it's boring, but for me, absorb the pressure and then start to grow into the game. That's what I would like to see. But I'm so fascinated by this game tomorrow, and I can't wait to see the lineup. And I will see you guys afterwards. George says, personally, would love to see Havertz start. And Havertz at the start, and Jorginho and Saka. Havertz up front. I actually do see an argument for Havertz up front. I do see that. Because we've been putting lots of crosses into the box recently and there's been no one tall enough to header them into the goal. So that could be a good tactic tomorrow, actually just try and stick a few crosses in the box, get a header from Havertz. And it would kind of be the game where Havertz would be a hero. So I see that, George. I do actually see that. Want to apologise if I seem negative. Hope Arsenal can get the win. Oh my God, don't apologise. I need to apologise for seeming negative. I just come on here and angrily rant. No, we're in the same boat, you, Ross. You know, you and me are good. We're good. Also, your attack doesn't really scare me as much as our attack scares you guys. You're so right. Our attack doesn't scare anyone. Yeah, our attack has been shambolic this season. I'm not even going to lie. Our defense is good. But I'm so underconfident in our attack. I'd be a little more confident if Trossard was up front. He's the kind of guy that can pull a miracle goal out of nowhere. And when he came on in our last match, he looked really bright. So I'm hoping Trossard starts and then our attack has some threat. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me, you guys. I am going to call it a night. Please do subscribe if you're new. Thank you to all the Liverpool fans coming in the chat. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lottie's just said hello. Good evening, Lottie. Good evening. I'm just calling it a night though, Lottie. I'm sorry. I'll message you though, okay? What do you make of the rumours Ivan Toney has done? If that's the case, then I'm a happy camper. We need that guy at Arsenal. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well, and I'll see you tomorrow.